Welcome to Annibel's kitchen, where we teach you how to prepare delicious, affordable, and nutritious recipes, and we equally share top cooking tips that help you reduce time spent while you cook. Today, I will be teaching you how to make Ayaraya oka, also known as Otipiri, corn jollof, and corn vegetable. It is indigenous to the people of Nsukka, Enugu State, Nigeria. Due to the variety of ingredients used in cooking, this food is highly nutritious, medicinal, and delicious. It is rich in the 6 classes of food and can be consumed by people of all ages. In Enugu State, nurses recommend this meal for pregnant and nursing mothers as it is balanced and can provide all the nutrients required for the baby's growth. I'm going to show you the ingredients and how to make this special meal. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it and subscribe to my channel so my channel grows. And also don't forget to share this video so that people can benefit from this video. So these are the ingredients required for cooking Ayaraya, Otipiri, or corn porridge. The first ingredient is corn, then the pigeon pea, and we measure this in a ratio of 3:2, so take note of that. We have our onion, we have our opaka African oil bean seed, we have our palm oil, our salt, our scotch bonnet pepper. This is a special type of pepper that gives the food a special type of flavor, so you can use red pepper and other types of pepper, but I chose this. Now we move to our vegetables. These are primarily our vegetables. You can use ugu, bitter leaf, scent leaf, Utazi leaf, just a little of it. This is Utazi leaf. It is a bitter leaf and it can be used while cooking or used to garnish the food at the end of your cooking. This is bitter leaf, the unplucked one. We're going to remove the leaves. Like that. This is ugu leaf, also part of the veggies. This is scent leaf. I'm also going to remove the leaves the way I remove the bitter leaves. This is your garden egg leaf. So I've removed the fruit and I've cut it a little bit. So make sure to get the one in the picture like this with the fruit. So this is my bitter leaf. I'm plucking it off the stem. I'm going to do the same thing with the other leaves. I'm going to cut them, wash them, and get them ready for cooking. The next thing to do is to transfer the corn into a bowl and wash it. Remember to select the corn and make sure there is no dirt in it, no stones, no weevil. Select the bad corn and wash it thoroughly. I'm decanting it now, and you're seeing all the floatable substances are going away. If you don't have a running water, you can pour the water in a bowl and then use it. The washing is still going on. I'm going to pack the corn and transfer it to a clean container. And when you are packing the corn, don't pack from the bottom, just pack the top, making sure that all the sand and heavy substances will sink to the bottom. In the meanwhile, put your water to boil on fire. So I'm going to add more water. You can see the stones there, so I'm just going to carefully pick this corn out of the water so they don't get mixed with the stones. Those are the stones. Pick the corn out, then discard the water with the stones. And then your corn is ready for soaking. Your water is boiling, so we are going to transfer the corn inside the boiling water and then boil for 5 minutes. Cover it and leave it overnight. So this is the banana leaf. We are going to move it over the fire so it won't tear. We'll use this to wrap the corn after pounding. There are so many other alternatives, but it's because I don't have a raffia basket. You can even use aluminium foil. After doing this, you wash the leaf. One thing to note is that if you wash the leaf before doing this, the leaf will tear. The next thing to do is to cut the leaves. So I'm going to wash these leaves and use them to wrap my corn. As I said earlier, there are so many other alternatives. I can use aluminium foil, I can use a raffia basket, but the essence is to steam cook the corn. Now it's time to wash the plantain leaf. Make sure the leaf doesn't tear. Just run water on the body of the leaf. Then you set this aside and allow to dry. Do this for the rest of the other leaves. Passing the leaves over the fire makes it become more flexible and reduces its tendency to tear. So make sure you pass the leaf over the fire. If not, as you're washing it, the leaf will tear. The leaves are ready now. These are your banana leaves. You can use either plantain or banana leaves. These have been washed and will be kept to dry. So these are the pigeon peas. I'm pouring them into the bowl and I'm going to wash these beans thoroughly to remove all the dirt. So you will notice that there are some floatable substance when you pour water, which are dead beans, immature beans. So all these will float. So what you will do is to decant them. Just use your hand, pick, you will see, then you decant them by pouring the water away. We're going to pack the beans in such a way that all the stones and heavy substances sink and are left behind. We are to continue the process to make sure that there are no stones in these beans. So I can use cowpea or other kinds of beans, but the problem with cowpea is that it gets too soft when cooked, and so these beans I'm using, pigeon pea, is the most preferable species of beans for cooking this delicacy. So these are the leaves we are going to use for the preparation of the Ayaraya oka, 5 of them. So the main leaves here are the ugu or a local spinach, your bitter leaf and your scent leaf. If you don't have the 2 other leaves I added, make sure you use these 3. Initially I showed you all the leaves, At that time they were not plucked, but now I plucked the leaf, washed it about 3 to 4 times to make sure debris, sand and dirt was properly removed. This is ugu leaf. All the leaves have been shredded with a knife. This ugu. Then we have scent leaf. This is our scent leaf shredded. We have garden egg or Anara leaf. This species that has this type of fruit, so get this species with the small fruits. There are different species. So this is our bitter leaf that has been shredded into pieces. This is our Utazi. This is actually a bitter leaf, very bitter. That's why I'm using a little, so you can decide to put it boiled or not boiled. In this preparation, I'm going to use it and garnish the food and eat it raw. After overnight soaking, the maize is ready for crushing. You can blend using your blender, you can pound using your mortar and pestle, or take it to the local mill for it to be crushed for you. Don't add water, and even if you want to add water, just sprinkle some water. So this is the blended corn. You can see the consistency. Actually, you have to blend it very well with a mill, but if you have strength you can use a mortar, but it will be gritty after pounding. So if your blender is powerful, you can use it, but let it not be drier than this. The proper way to cook the corn together with the beans is by putting the beans inside the pot and the bitter leaf. The bitter leaf is actually tough to cook, so if you decide to cook it without the beans, it will be very bitter. So what we'll do is to put the beans and then the bitter leaf with some water, and then we'll boil it. And when it's a bit done, I'll put an inverted raffia basket in this manner, and then I'll get some of my plantain or banana leaves and cover it like this. So you make sure that there's no water by the side. You are actually going to steam cook the corn after putting the leaf like this. Make sure there are no spaces so the water won't enter the corn. Then you put the corn and then you boil it. After boiling for some time, you stir it so that the ones up will get done. But I don't want to do it using this method because I'm going to use an alternative method, so I will be able to make use of my pressure pot. So I have devised a way of cooking this corn and also achieving the same result. I'm going to transfer the corn inside this leaf and then wrap it up. I don't want to put this corn directly into the cellophane bag to avoid contact with the cellophane bag. So I'm going to put it in here and then wrap it. This will be equally cooked by steam, and also I'm going to double proof it to avoid bursting. The corn has been wrapped, remember, inside a banana or plantain leaf, which I showed you how to prepare earlier. So this is waiting for boiling. We have gotten the water to boil, so we'll add our beans. These beans will take about 1 hour to boil under normal pot, but for pressure pot users it will take you just 30 minutes. And then we will add our bitter leaf, so you can choose to boil the Utazi, but I have chosen to serve it fresh with the delicacy, so I'm not going to be boiling that. And then at this point you add your wrapped corn. Make sure they are properly wrapped to avoid bursting. And then I'm going to lock the pot. After 30 minutes of boiling, the gas was turned off. And also, I forgot to tell you that I added oil to stop the beans from boiling out. The bitter leaf is what causes the beans to boil out. So I'm going to remove it and put it on a plate. This one busted. So you break it into smaller pieces with a knife. Again, I'm going to open or unwrap the corn and then break it into smaller lumps or chunks. Keep chopping it until all the lumps are broken. For the beans, we are going to sieve the beans with a sieve and then remove the water from the beans. We are going to steam the leaf, but we are going to start with scent leaf. Then give it a stir. I did not cook the vegetables together with the food to avoid overcooking. This is the water we sieved from the beans. If the vegetable is drying, you can add this water to the pot. You can equally use it to turn the cornmeal if it is too dry. After about 3 to 4 minutes of boiling the scent leaf, we're going to add the garden egg or Anara leaf. And then you keep stirring. I'm still going to pour water because it's drying up. Make sure you don't over pour the water. Allow it to boil for a few minutes. Now we're going to add our ugu leaves, Telfairia occidentalis. And we're going to stir and then cover the pot to boil for a few minutes. Remember, we didn't boil the vegetables with the corn and the beans to avoid overcooking and loss of nutrients. I'm going to stir the vegetables, and you also make sure that you don't overcook the vegetables to avoid nutrient loss. After about 3 to 5 minutes, the vegetables have been properly steamed. This is the final stage of this cooking. So this is the sieved beans that has been boiled. This is our steam cooked ground corn. This is our half done vegetables. These are 2 bulbs of onions to be sliced. This is our obaka, this is our red oil, this is our Utazi leaf for garnishing. This is our ose unsuka, scotch bonnet pepper that has been ground with mortar and pestle. This is our bean stock. This is used to keep this food from drying out. And then we're going to head back to the pot where I'm going to add the palm oil. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the palm oil. While the oil is heating up, go ahead and slice your onions. Now I'm going to add my Opaka African oil bean seed and stir. Then I'll add my onions, my sliced onions, and stir. In order to infuse the aroma of the opaka into this mixture, I'm going to add the bean stock or the beans water and allow to boil for a few minutes. The aroma of the opaka has infused into the frying mixture, so you are going to add your salt and your pepper. And give it a stir. I'm going to test my salt to see if it is too much or too small. The salt in the food is too small, so I'm adding just some more salt. And then give it a stir. Stir consistently to avoid burning. Now the sauce is ready for the mixing of the rest of the ingredients. First of all, I will add my pigeon pea. Then I will give it a stir. And then I will add my vegetables. And then I will give it a stir. Make sure that all the beans and the vegetables are properly mixed with the sauce. Now I'm going to add the steam boiled corn. Then you continue to stir. Stir properly so that all the corn will be mixed evenly with the rest of the vegetables and the beans. When you have properly mixed the beans, the corn and your vegetable, your Ayaraya oka is ready for eating. Your long-awaited Ayaraya oka, Otipiri cornmeal corn porridge is finally ready. As you can see, I garnished it with my fresh green Utazi leaf. Utazi has analgesic properties, antimicrobial properties, anti-ulcer properties, antioxidant, and many more. So try to get Utazi into your diet more often. So tell me what you think about this video in the comment section below. I really appreciate you if you share and like my video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification icon beside the subscribe button so you get notified whenever we post a new video. Check the description box for the scientific names of the ingredients. Thank you and see you in the next video.